Welcome to Journey to Resilience, From Trauma to Healing, a book club guide designed especially for parents. This video will walk you through how to use this resource to reflect on your own life experiences, strengthen your family, and build community connections. Inspired by the book What Happened to You? By Dr. Bruce Perry and Oprah Winfrey, this guide is more than just a reading companion, it's a tool for healing, growth, and empowerment. Whether you're joining a group or exploring on your own, you'll find practical questions, journal prompts, and activities to support your journey. Let's begin this path together, focusing on understanding, connection, and hope. The book club concept is all about creating a safe, judgment-free space for parents to share, connect, and reflect. Here, parents can talk about their life experiences and how these relate to everyday parenting. The guide encourages starting with general questions and moving deeper as trust grows. Each session includes chapter summaries, leveled questions, inspirational quotes, and action steps. Whether you use the guide as a group or individually, the goal is to empower you to make strengths-based choices for yourself and your family. Remember, what happened to you doesn't define you, it can empower you for the future. This guide is designed to be used alongside What Happened to You? To help families discuss their needs, build connections, and create supportive, judgment-free spaces. It aims to implement prevention tools, spread awareness of protective factors, and strengthen families. By engaging with the guide, you'll learn to recognize your own strengths and those of your community, and you'll be encouraged to use available resources to support your family's well-being. The ultimate goal is to help families feel empowered, connected, and resilient. The toolkit is flexible and can be used in many ways, individually in small or large groups or even in conference settings. Individuals can read a chapter, reflect using journal prompts, and share thoughts with friends or family. Small groups can discuss chapters together, check in on each other, and share insights. Large groups or conferences can use the guide to spark broader conversations and report on their impact. The guide encourages picking relevant quotes, identifying resources, and creating schedules that work for your group. No matter the setting, the focus is on connection and growth. Central to this guide are the 5 protective factors, a strengths-based framework that helps prevent child abuse and neglect by focusing on family well-being. These factors are parental resilience, social connections, knowledge of parenting and child development, concrete support in times of need, and social and emotional competence of children. By recognizing and building these factors, families can better navigate stress and challenges, celebrate successes, and support each other through difficult times. Even small acts can make a big difference when these protective factors are in play. Parental resilience is about recognizing your own strength as a parent, especially during challenging days. It's normal to feel stretched, but it's important to acknowledge how you've grown through those moments. Building resilience means learning from tough experiences and emerging stronger. The guide encourages you to reflect on your journey, celebrate your progress, and use your experiences to empower yourself and your family. Remember, there's no such thing as a perfect parent, doing your best is enough. Positive social connections are vital for families. These relationships with friends, community members, teachers, and others provide support during both good and hard days. Social connections help celebrate successes and offer a safety net when challenges arise. The guide encourages you to reach out, build your network, and lean on others when needed. By fostering these connections, you create a stronger, more resilient family environment. Understanding parenting and child development is a lifelong journey. Parents are their child's first teachers, and it's okay not to have all the answers. The guide encourages ongoing learning, asking questions, and seeking out resources. By increasing your knowledge, you can better support your child's growth and development and feel more confident in your parenting decisions. Every family needs support that is ready and available when challenges arise. Asking for and using resources, whether from individuals or the community, is a sign of strength. The guide highlights the importance of seeking help, sharing resources, and building a support system that can respond to your family's needs. Remember, parenting is not a journey you have to take alone. Helping children express their emotions and interact with the world is a key protective factor. The guide encourages parents to recognize their children's feelings, support their emotional development, and create opportunities for positive social interactions. By fostering social and emotional competence, you help your child build resilience and navigate life's challenges with confidence. The introduction and first chapter of What Happened to You set the stage for understanding how our past shapes who we are. Oprah shares her early hardships, including rejection and abuse, and how these experiences influenced her sense of self. Dr. Perry explains that the brain is shaped by what happens to us and trauma can leave lasting effects. By shifting the question from what's wrong with you to what happened to you, we open the door to understanding and healing. Throughout the guide, you'll find reflective questions to help you process your thoughts and experiences. These questions encourage you to consider your community resources, how you show your children they matter, and how your own childhood feelings may influence your parenting. Taking time to reflect helps you connect more deeply with yourself and your family and sets the stage for meaningful growth. Chapter 2 explores the importance of balance and regulation for both parents and children. Oprah discusses how being constantly on high alert can drain your energy, and Dr. Perry explains that rhythm, like music, dance, or even walking, is essential for well-being. The guide encourages you to find activities that bring calm and joy, and to create routines that help your family feel safe and balanced. One practical action from Chapter 2 is to create a list of things that fill your reward bucket, activities and moments that bring you energy and love. This can be done individually or as a family. By identifying what brings you joy, you can intentionally make space for these experiences, helping to maintain balance and resilience even during stressful times. Chapter 3 focuses on the impact of love and relationships on a child's development. Oprah emphasizes that the way a child is treated from birth shapes their future. Dr. Perry shares the story of Gloria and Tilly, showing how love and safe relationships can help heal trauma. The brain is adaptable, and with support, even those who have never been loved can learn to trust and connect. The guide invites you to reflect on what love means to you, how you show love to your child, and your most memorable moments of connection. It also asks you to consider your own experiences with trauma and healing, and to celebrate your proudest parenting moments. By understanding how you give and receive love, you can strengthen your relationships and support your child's growth. Chapter 4 introduces the concept of adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, and explains that your ACE score does not define you. Oprah and Dr. Perry discuss how trauma is common and can affect both children and adults. The guide encourages prevention, support, and understanding, reminding you that healing is possible and that small steps can make a big difference. The guide encourages families to integrate and normalize mental health discussions. It's important to promote asking for help and to support each other in processing trauma. By creating traditions and routines that allow for open conversations, families can build resilience and foster a sense of safety and belonging. Chapter 5 explores the idea that trauma and fear can be passed down through generations. Oprah shares a personal story of fear from her childhood, and Dr. Perry explains how we absorb experiences from previous generations. Understanding your family's history and recognizing generational patterns can help you break cycles and build a healthier future for your children. The guide encourages you to learn about your family's history and reflect on how it shapes who you are today. By exploring your fears, both personal and generational, and considering how you respond to challenges, you can gain insight into your own patterns and make intentional choices for your family's future. Chapter 6 discusses the difference between coping and healing. Oprah and Dr. Perry share stories of children who developed coping mechanisms in response to trauma, such as dissociation or acting out. The guide emphasizes that healing takes time and support, and that what didn't happen to you, such as missing out on love or safety, can be just as impactful as what did happen. The guide asks you to reflect on what belonging means to you and how you help your child feel that sense of belonging. It also encourages you to consider your own coping strategies and how trauma has impacted your health and parenting. By stopping to reflect during everyday moments, you can set intentions and teach others how to treat you with respect and kindness. Chapter 7 introduces the concept of post-traumatic wisdom, the idea that healing from trauma can lead to greater empathy, resilience, and hope. Oprah and Dr. Perry discuss the importance of community and connection in the healing process. Sharing your experiences when you're ready can offer wisdom to others and help build stronger social connections. The guide encourages you to identify your community and the people who have helped you heal. It asks you to consider how you share the role of raising resilient children and how you practice reflective listening. By intentionally challenging yourself and your child and moving from "what happened to you" to "what will you do now," you can foster resilience and empathy. Chapter 8 explores how our brains, biases, and systems shape our experiences with trauma. Oprah and Dr. Perry discuss the challenges of defining trauma-informed care and the importance of understanding development, stress, and trauma in all systems. The guide encourages ongoing learning and self-awareness, reminding you that healing yourself is connected to healing others. The guide asks you to reflect on your own biases and how you address them as a parent. It encourages conversations about race, bias, and challenging topics with your child. By teaching self-awareness and compassion, you can help your child navigate a divided world and build a more inclusive community. Chapter 9 discusses the importance of relationships and community in healing. Dr. Perry shares insights from indigenous healing practices, emphasizing that many problems are interconnected and that true healing comes from addressing the whole person, not just symptoms. Oprah highlights the value of difficult conversations and the need for connection in overcoming pain. The guide encourages you to build resilience within your family and community by fostering strong relationships. It asks you to consider how your family benefits from community organizations and support networks. By staying connected and involved, you can provide your children with the resources and relationships they need to thrive. The guide asks you to observe how your child's emotional struggles affect their health and to consider ways to build long-term wellness. It encourages you to reflect on your child's daily routines, friendships, and safe spaces, and to think about how your own stress and social connections impact your parenting. By prioritizing emotional health, you can support your child's overall well-being. Modern life brings new challenges, including managing technology use. The guide introduces the concept of setting boundaries around technology to support healthy relationships and routines. It also encourages scheduling play dates and making time for laughter and connection, both for you and your child. Each chapter in the guide ends with a moving to action section, encouraging you to put insights into practice. Whether it's writing a note to yourself, creating a reward bucket, or scheduling time with your support network, these small steps help turn reflection into real change. Action is where growth and healing truly begin. Journaling is a key tool throughout the guide. By writing down your thoughts, feelings, and responses to reflection questions, you create space for self-discovery and healing. Journaling helps you track your progress, notice patterns, and set intentions for the future. It's a private, judgment-free way to process your journey. The guide includes inspirational coloring sheets for each chapter. Coloring is a simple, rhythmic activity that can help you slow down, relax, and reflect. It's also a great way to connect with your children. Consider coloring together as a way to share calm moments and reinforce positive messages. Throughout the guide, you'll find inspirational quotes from authors, poets, and parents. These quotes are meant to encourage, uplift, and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. Take time to reflect on the words that resonate with you and let them guide your actions and mindset. The guide provides a wealth of resources, including web links to articles, infographics, and training materials. These resources offer additional support, practical tips, and opportunities for learning. Explore them at your own pace and share with your community to spread awareness and strengthen your support network. The guide encourages you to celebrate even the smallest accomplishments, whether it's doing the laundry, reaching a milestone, or simply taking things one day at a time. Recognizing your efforts and progress helps build confidence and resilience, both for you and your children. Your flock, the people who support you in parenting, are essential to your journey. The guide suggests scheduling time to connect with your support network, whether it's friends, family, or fellow parents. Sharing experiences, celebrating successes, and offering encouragement helps everyone grow stronger together. Creating family traditions and routines like game nights, shared meals, or daily check-ins helps build connection and resilience. These moments provide opportunities to pause, reflect, and bond, making it easier to navigate challenges and celebrate joys together. Practicing reflective listening with your child, restating what you hear them say and giving them space to talk, helps build trust and understanding. The guide suggests combining reflective listening with rhythmic activities like walking or coloring to create a relaxed, open environment for conversation. The guide introduces the idea of a compassionate acts jar, a place to collect notes or pictures of kind acts done by family members. At the end of the month, review these together to reflect on the positive impact you've made. This simple activity encourages kindness, gratitude, and a sense of community within your family. A key message throughout the guide is that there is no such thing as a perfect parent. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to learn, grow, and support your family with love and understanding. Embracing imperfection allows you to be more compassionate with yourself and others. The ultimate goal of the guide is to empower you and your family to make positive, strengths-based choices. By reflecting on your experiences, building connections, and using available resources, you can create a supportive environment where everyone can thrive. Empowerment comes from understanding, action, and community. Healing and growth are ongoing processes. The guide encourages you to keep the conversation going within your family, with your community, and with yourself. Share your journey, seek out new resources, and stay open to learning. Every step you take brings you closer to resilience and healing. Take a moment to celebrate how far you've come. Every reflection, conversation, and action is a step toward healing and resilience. Acknowledge your efforts, appreciate your growth, and look forward to the continued journey. You are not alone. Together, we can build stronger, more resilient families and communities. Thank you for joining us on this journey to resilience. We hope this guide has provided you with valuable tools, insights, and inspiration. Remember, healing is possible, and every step you take matters. Continue to use the guide, connect with your community, and support each other as you move forward. Together, we can create a brighter, more resilient future for all families.